when Donald Trump lost the White House in 2020. Europe's strongmen, populists and climate change deniers lost a powerful ally and protector. But most of Europe's mini-Trumps have survived downfall. His denial of defeat and supporters' attack on Congress. And they are now hoping the Republican frontrunners' return in next year's U.S. presidential election will freshen their own sails. During his 4 years in office, Trump called the European Union an enemy and NATO obsolete. He has previously publicly applauded the UK's vote for Brexit and encouraged other countries to do the same. He has withdrawn the United States from global agreements to fight climate change, torn up arms control agreements, imposed tariffs on allies and engaged in fights with Germany over trade and defense spending. And it rolled out the red carpet for the populist leaders of Poland and Hungary, who defied EU condemnation of moves to undermine judicial independence, civil rights and media pluralism. No wonder senior officials in mainstream EU governments are trembling at the prospect of Trump winning in 2024. Even though he faces multiple looming lawsuits over his efforts to overturn the election results of his loss to Joe Biden. While Trump is a clear frontrunner in race for the Republican nomination, his refusal to support Ukraine against Russian aggression and his promise to impose tariffs on imports from EU further heighten Europeans' fears. Continental European enforcers of Trump's attack dog politics, such as Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán Poland's de facto leader Jarosław Kaczyński, are still in power and continue to battle Brussels over the rule of law, immigration, LGBTQ rights. In fact, they may gain a new illiberal ally if Robert Fico, the former Prime Minister of Slovakia who directly lifts Trump's tactics, makes a comeback in the September 30 general election. Fico claims the incumbent Liberal government tried to steal the election because some of its associates, including a former police chief, were arrested during corruption investigations. Fico, a member of European Socialists and Democrats group of the Smer Party, blames West for Russia's war against Ukraine and says he will stop all aid to Kiev if he wins. Slovakian analysts fear he will strip away the country's judicial independence, purge those fighting corruption, as Orbán and Kaczyński did. Join them in fighting the EU migration deal, which requires member states to either take a share of asylum seekers or contribute financially to their acceptance in other countries. Smer Party leader Robert Fico and Progresivna Slovinsko Party leader Michal Šimečka at a TV election debate in Bratislava, Slovakia, September 21, 2023. Jakub GavlákEPA. The big test for European Trumpists after Bratislava will be that Kaczyński's Conservative Nationalist Law and Justice Party won an unprecedented third term on October 15 by brutally demonizing liberal center-right opposition leader Donald Tusk and attacking Rus.